6 o'clock and you're in focus. The former owner of a tax preparation business now faces a little more than a year in jail. She racked up nearly $1 million by filing false tax returns. In Focus reporter Amy Aubert was at today's sentencing.
Jennifer Rodriguez admitted that she prepared and filed nearly 300 fraudulent income tax returns, and today she told the judge she learned her lesson. According to court documents, Jennifer Rodriguez ran Latin Multi-Services, a tax preparation company in Silver Spring. But according to the U.S. attorney, it wasn't necessarily her Maryland customers that she targeted.
What she was doing here had nothing to do with her real customers. She was simply filing false tax returns, stealing identities and Social Security numbers of victims. These victims were from Puerto Rico.
Rosenstein says it all happened between 2010 and 2012.
This is somebody who stole the information or had access to the information there, provided it to Ms. Rodriguez, so she was able to use it here.
She filed 283 tax returns using other people's information and ultimately got more than $983,000 from the IRS.
This is a situation where the IRS now has paid the refund. If the actual person tries to file a return in their own name and get a refund, they won't be able to, because the IRS records will reflect that they've already paid a refund on that account.
Does she own this company? We went out to the address listed for her company. There were signs posted for Latin Multi-Services, but a woman at the front desk says the company is Integrated Multi-Services. And after having me wait for Rodriguez, she eventually told me she wasn't there. Is this the same company as Latin Multi-Services?
Thank you.
You can't answer the question. During her sentencing today, Rodriguez told the judge this has caused her shame and embarrassment, and her attorney says her involvement in the crime was primarily due to being in an abusive relationship. The judge sentenced Rodriguez to a year and a day plus 3 years of supervised probation, and she has to pay the full $983,382 in restitution.
This is one example of a very big problem that the IRS is facing. That's the problem of stolen identity refund fraud.
Rosenstein says the IRS loses billions in these false tax return schemes. Again, Rodriguez's attorney said a big part of the reason she was involved in the illegal activity was domestic abuse. Here on In Focus, we've done many stories on abuse and the programs out there for victims. We want to remind you that if you think you're in an abusive relationship, there are places to turn. Organizations like SARC, the Maryland Network Against Domestic Violence, and the House of Ruth all offer services for victims.